Hello and welcome. My name is the Cool Guy 101. Today I'm going to be giving you guys a tutorial in Photoshop CS6 on how to create this cool looking colorful swirl abstract background. Keep in mind you will need to know the preferred size of your desktop resolution. If you don't know that, just right click on your desktop, screen resolution, the resolution toolbar, and whatever the recommended or highest option is. So let's go back into the Photoshop. You're going to go to File, New. I guess I'll close this for now. File, New, 1920 by 1080. That's my full resolution. That's my computer's full resolution. I'm not sure which one yours is, but whatever you saw back in that window over there, you enter in here and here. Resolution 500. It's a nice resolution without making the file size bigger. Background color for background contents. That's all you're gonna need. Okay, here we have this thing. Now we're gonna select this guy right here. If it looks like this, just right click gradient tool. If it looks like that, then great. We're gonna click this right here, and we're gonna find the one with the most colors. That would be that one. Okay, so we are going to do this. We are going to create a new layer with this button right here. We're gonna click right here, drag. Oh wait, no wait, sorry about that. Go up here, click this little round circle button, radial gradient. And what we're gonna want to do, let me just make sure that I'm doing this right before I tell you guys what to do. Yes, okay. So you're gonna want to start kind of in the middle and go out. Doesn't really matter how much you go out. Go out to about how far you want the color to go out to. You'll see what I mean by that in a minute. For me, that's a little too big, or it's a little too small. That's better. Alright, so here we have this. Now I'm gonna go to filter. We're gonna go to blur, distort, twirl, and we're gonna go like that. Angle all the way up. Make sure it's focused in the middle, kind of. Can even zoom out a little bit. That's cool. Boom. Now we're gonna want to twirl again, and you can even do it again, but we're not gonna do it again because I need to go back there, twirl. I need to zoom out another, a little bit more like that. Okay, now we're gonna go over here, and looking back at that picture, that we're gonna go back right here. Looking back at this picture, you can see there's several different layers. Now we're gonna be recreating those layers one by one. So I don't have the project up, but I know basically what to do. So for this right here, we're gonna want to go to our paintbrush. Make sure this first one's selected. We're gonna make sure it's a pretty big size. That's pretty good. We're gonna want to select a variety of colors for our two different colors. Let's try and make them as opposite as possible. And we're just gonna want to kind of spray paint. Don't worry, this will not mess up your image. Now we're gonna go over here to this blending option. Select overlay. Okay, so now we're just gonna drag in a bit more, color some spots, and that overlay is not working out too well, is it? Soft. Let's, I actually don't remember which one I used. I think it was hard light that I used, actually. Yeah, hard light looks good. So, you guys are going to want to go to use hard light. Now we're going to go to filter, and we're going to, I'm really sorry guys, I forgot which one it is. Let's see. First of all, we're going to want to blur it. Okay, so we're going to turn this opacity down just a little bit. I'm going to turn it back up a bit. Alright, looking back on here, I'm trying to remember what I'm doing. Don't worry, I do know exactly what I'm doing. And there's going to be one more thing that we're going to want to do in this. If we alt click on this little eyeball, we'll see that this guy is our swirl. This guy is our little color overlay. So we're going to want to hide this. On here, we're going to go to filter, render, clouds. Now, you're probably saying, where did my swirl go? It's okay, guys. So I'm going to go to filter, distort, twirl, zoom out, even let's leave it 100. Angle up, and I'm actually kind of wondering whether I actually let's go back to that one. I actually do not recall using that entire one. Let's go up to 643. That looks kind of good, honestly. Alright, and now, come on. Now we have a little bit of a strange thing. So for now, I'm going to delete that other background because we're going to be redoing that anyways. We're going to go like this and create another one. We're leaving it out. So I'm going to hide the other ones for now. I'm going to go filter, render clouds again. I'm going to add in a gradient again. And for this time, I think I might add in a different kind of gradient. A few different colors of difference. And for this, we're going to add in also a radial background. For this, I'm going to go like that. And there we go. Now that's kind of taking up the entire screen. So we're just going to undo that. This is going to be the layer that is going to be distorted into the twirl. We're going to have this be a little bit less. So when we do this, we're going to have this be an overlay. So as you can see, adds a lot of layer, color, and vibrance. Now, as you can see here, we have different effects and stuff like that. And here, since honestly, I'm not quite sure, or I do not quite remember what exactly I did with that one, we're going to be creating a little bit different, but still awesome looking. So I'm going to create a new layer here. This thing can go down in opacity a little bit. As can this. As can that not. Alright. This guy is going to be our color blending. So we're going to hide all these other guys for now. We're going to go back to our brush. And we're going to try just try to make a bunch of dark, but inhaling a little errors. That's not what I want. Just want to get a lot of color in here. Don't fill up the entire screen with the same color. Don't do that. Don't be like that. And I'll kind of just win over myself in there. You are going to kind of want to keep the colors separate, which I'm not doing a very good job of. I'm going to keep this center dark here down yellow. Then this place over here red. Sorry, my mouse is glitching out a little bit. And we're going to spread that out a bit. And then we're going to have our blue in one corner, and then I'll end up coming together with any of this. Again, guys, just to remind you, if you guys feel like I'm going too fast, then you guys are just feel free to pause the video at any time to if you were trying to repeat the steps that I make to actually repeat those steps. So I'm just gonna go in between there and just kind of blend it all in. Okay, so as you can see, I'm just kind of stretching all the colors out kind of into other color spaces, but not too much. You can see I'm gonna switch our colors here, and first I'm gonna go out a little bit. You basically don't want a lot of white space. That's really what you want to avoid, because white space, just blank colorless space, is really ugly. And obviously this is going to be an overlay roll, and right there, right now, it looks really bad. We're gonna change this to an overlay. As you can see, man, that looks cool. Honestly, that looks really cool. And you guys can mess around with some of the other settings. Soft light is a little bit less noticeable than overlay, but if you guys like hard light, that's pretty cool looking. Or vivid light, that's really cool looking. Or linear light, or pin light. Pin light is really cool looking. Or you guys can even go with color dodge. That's always a favorite. You guys can go with screen. You kind of want it to be a little different than color dodge, but still kind of weird. I'm gonna leave it at overlay for right now. That's nice. So looking back here, there's not too much else that I'm doing. In this pic, well, I just closed that, but in that picture, I'm kind of turning down the opacity of the colors a little bit, which I don't want to do that much. So, yeah. I'm also turning down the opacity of this a little bit, and even the opacity of this a little bit, just to make it a little lighter. We're going to go into here. If you guys, here, I'm gonna duplicate this layer. Right click, duplicate layer, layer 3 copy. There we go. And you guys can duplicate these, all of these layers to make them more vibrant and more noticeable. But I'm gonna go to adjustments, invert, and as you can see, that has inverted this one, as opposed to that. It's now that. So I feel like that gives it a pretty cool effect. I mean, obviously, if you guys want to leave it by itself, then you guys can. So I'm gonna duplicate both of these layers again. Just trying to make the colors stand out more, but keep them even. I'm even going to duplicate these layers. So, guys, this is basically all as far as I'm going to go into this picture today. Obviously, there is so many different options that you guys could mess around with. You could go into distort or a blur. You could apply a blur that would look pretty nice, like right there. That did not do anything. You guys could apply like a Gaussian blur that would look pretty nice. This could apply a nice little blur to all of them and equally. Like, let's say if I apply let's do 2.5, 2.2, 2.1. Let's do a 2.1 17% Gaussian blur on our non-copies. So if you have half of the layers like that, then that'll add some pretty cool effects. So 17%, 21. There you go. So this one too. Filter, Gaussian blur, 17. Okay then. And then this guy. And you guys can add a blur on all of them if you guys want. I'm just showing you. Oh, I think I just colored somewhere. Okay then. And you guys can kind of mix the colors around if you don't like there being so much red over here or yellow over there. And guys, for right now, I'm not going to put this project right here up for download, because honestly, like, I mean, if I get a lot of requests, then obviously I will put up this Photoshop project up for download, so you guys can just mess around with it without having to follow all my steps. But I honestly feel like if I put it up for download for you guys, I feel like you guys are not learning anything from my videos. From my video, you guys are not practicing getting smarter with stuff like this. And trust me, guys, this is a very, very, very basic beginner version of the picture. If I went into detail and probably spent another 20-25 minutes, we would probably end up with something even cooler than this. I will be, if you guys enjoyed this video, please leave a like in the section below. It really helped me out a lot. If you guys would like to see more videos like this, such as videos on how to make, how to make a live stream border, a YouTube 1 channel background, sorry, not YouTube 1 channel banner, a logo for your YouTube channel, abstract pictures such as this, I made this, abstract pictures such as this, I also made this, abstract pictures such as this, obviously I made this again. If you guys would like to learn how to cut different clips into cut little parts out of different photos and add effects like this, I took a model, this model right here, out of a picture I took this rock, out of a picture I took this city, out of the picture I put the rock right here, I put the girl right there, I added a lighting effect. Coming from here, I added a white paintbrush right here, kind of added a red hue effect, line right there. I had some Gaussian blur on this layer and this layer, and stuff like that. If you guys would like to, even stuff like this was my first ever Photoshop picture. Like, this is the first thing that I ever made in Photoshop. And honestly, it doesn't look too bad. I mean, honestly, you can kind of tell that this doesn't fit, that this part right here doesn't really fit in with the rest of the picture, but yeah. So if you guys would like to see more videos like this, or videos showing you guys how to make stuff like that, and even cooler stuff like that, stuff than that, please click that subscribe button, and it really helps out. And yeah, if you guys would like to see some more of my videos, that's the best way to do it. So guys, I think we are done here. The last thing I'm going to show you guys is how to save it and render, yeah, I like to say render. I know that may not be the word, but first I'm going to save this. So save. I have a folder for all my Photoshop projects. I would name it whatever I want and click save. And then after it saves and changes from untitled to whatever you named it as, you're going to go to file, save as, and wherever I have a finished images folder, wherever you want it to be, the regular image version of it. Click down here, select PNG right here, and it says note file must be saved as copy with this selection. So if you guys were to click save, it would basically create a .png version of this picture, so you just be able to put it in your documents folder, double click it, it would open up this. It wouldn't open up with Photoshop or anything like that. If you guys have any problems, questions, recommendations, anything like that, please feel free to leave all those in the comments section below. That's kind of what they're for, what it's for down there. And I'll see you guys in my next video. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you all have a great rest of your day. I hope that this video helped you guys out a lot. And I hope you guys have a nice day. Bye-bye.